I spent 5 days fishing with swim baits, and this is what I learned. Before day 1 began, I had to select which swim bait I was going to fish with for 5 days because the options are endless. You've got shad swim baits, bluegill swim baits, tiny swim baits, and massive swim baits. So I thought, well, why not throw all the types of swim baits, because there's stuff that I can learn about every single swim bait category. So let's start small at day number 1. For day 1 of this challenge, I wanted to pick a swim bait that was bite-sized, not just for bass, but practically all species of game fish. And so I picked the one that is my new favorite, and that is the new Strike King Homing Minnow. This little pre-rigged swim bait comes in packs of 3 in tons of sizes and colors, and is designed to be super easy to cast and retrieve and catch fish. So I've got my favorite spinning combo, a pack of homing minnows. I say it's time I get out on the kayak. So the homing minnow I think I'm gonna start with is the 1/4 ounce one in Ghost Shad. It's actually the larger size, the 4-inch. I just feel like with the wind we're gonna have today, the slightly more stained water, and the fact that these fish are aggressive, I probably wanna go a little bit bigger to get a bigger bite. There we go, there we go. That was quick. Yes, sir. Oh, what a nice one, what a nice one. Like I said, just plug and play. Gosh. These fish with this warm weather have slid up shallow, and he got the homing minnow absolutely down the gullet. Look at that thing, gosh. That right there is how you want to see them eat it. Just a big ol' late winter, maybe early pre-spawn lunker on the homing minnow. Nothing like starting out this challenge with a nice, easy cast and retrieve bait that catches fish. And all I'm doing with this thing is retrieving it as slow as I possibly can, because that tail kicks even at a super slow speed. And if I want to keep it higher in the column, I'll just raise my rod tip. And if I want to drop it in the water column near the bottom, I'll reel down like this. Because believe it or not, changing the retrieve angle of your rod tip does affect how deep the bait goes. There he is. Oh ho ho! This right here, oh, lost him. He was about that big. Because even though using small baits does not always equal catching just small fish, they can catch big fish too. They do get bites from the dinks. Oh, got him, got him. Oh, another lunker, and no way. It's not even a bass. We're on a multi-species bag today, folks. Slab black crappie. These little swim baits will catch all sorts of species of fish. White bass, crappie, largemouth, smallmouth. If you're looking to just take a kid out and go catch a fish, this exact swim bait is the one for you. There we go. Felt the donk. Oh, what a jumper. We got a jumper on our hands. Oh, double jump. Hit us with a triple flip. Beautiful little fish. And that thing just gets him roof of the mouth. Definitely impressed with the hookup ratio on this bait. Thank you, buddy. Now, throughout this entire 5-day journey, I'm gonna be using a lot of different rod, reel, and line combos for all 5 different types of swim baits, but I will have all of it linked down below in the video description. Those are all affiliate tackle links, so if you're shopping on Tackle Warehouse for literally anything, just enter the site through those links, and it helps my channel continue to grow. Now let's catch one more, eh? Give me a 5-pounder. I knew it. I knew if I did that, a little farther offshore, I get a nicer one. Get in here, baby. Gosh, oh my goodness, it's not even a bass. It's an absolute slab of a crappie. Get in here. Whoa, look at that crappie. And now he ate the homing minnow. You know what, if I'm not gonna catch a big bass, I'll take a big old slab crappie. Gosh, what a bite, man, from a crappie. But that fish ate it just as I predicted a minute ago on the pause in my retrieve. Ooh, ooh. That feels like an absolutely giant bass. Oh, that's a catfish. Talk about a multi-species bag. That is not what I thought I'd catch on this thing. Look at that cat, meow. He's probably gonna tear it up, isn't he? Oh, thank you, yep. Broke the tail off, dang it. Well, not all good things last forever. I knew the second I set the hook, something was different about that. Oh, here we go. Oh, he's fighting a lot harder all of a sudden. Oh gosh, whoa. Hello, my friend. You were swimming at me the whole time, but you are nice. And a nice way to end day number 1 on the 5-day swim bait challenge. Little homing minnow, excellent snack. I say we get off of the small swim baits and get on to some fun, exciting action at, hopefully, at day number 2. And on day number 2, we are going from using 1 swim bait on a jig head to 5 swim baits on jig heads. This is the Alabama rig. Now, a few things to understand about throwing an Alabama rig. Number one, it's a big old honking rig. This thing total probably weighs, I don't know, 1.5 ounces to 3 ounces. It's pretty dang heavy. And the standard Alabama rig, also called umbrella rig, has usually 5 different areas to put swim baits with hooks. Now, depending on the state you live in, you may or may not be able to use all 5 slots. Sometimes you have 1 with a hook and 5 that are called dummies. Here I've got 3 hooks, 2 on the bottom that are real, 1 in the back, and 2 on the top here that are called dummies. They have no hook, they just help complete the look of the school of fish on the A-rig. Putting swim baits and rigging this thing out is not all that hard, but I will leave my Alabama rig masterclass video linked in the video description if you want to learn everything about this lure. But it's a fantastic cold water, deep search lure where you cast it out there, let it get close to the bottom, and slow roll this thing back to you. And if you do it right, this can happen. Yeah, I got nailed. That was fun. Oh, I had him again. Oh my goodness. He hit it twice. Oh, and look what he did to my swim bait, folks. It's like when you catch one of those lizards at night and you accidentally grab the tail and it's like wiggling by itself off the lizard. That's what happened down there. So let's get ourselves a new Rage swimmer and we are good to go. Oh my gosh, what a bite. What a bite. Holy cow. I've got two at the same time. Oh my gosh, what do I do? One big, one small. Get in here. Yes, sir. I cannot believe this. One big and one is dangling. Power of the Alabama rig is you can catch multiple fish at once. And this guy, he could probably eat that one. This one's going back in the water. And this one is being taken out because culling is a very important part to get our lakes to have less numbers of fish and bigger quality. Now, like I said, the casting and the retrieving of 5 swim baits is very similar, if not identical, to 1. It's just a lot bigger. You want to make a long cast out over whatever area you're fishing, so over a grass flat, rock flat, a point, whatever. Let it sink to the bottom, or if you have lots of snaggy stuff down there, grass sticks, make sure you understand how fast that bait falls in the water column, and then start your retrieve and just keep it nice and slow near the bottom. Now, if you're not getting any bites near the bottom, then only let it sink halfway down the column and then start your retrieve. But just like we did on day 1 with the single swim bait, this is just 5 of those. There we go. Got him. Get in here, little boy. You are also going in the tank. Bye-bye. I think I've got, oh, stick bass. That right there, folks. What you come to the lake for? You wake up early on a Saturday morning, leave the wife and kids at home to catch those. Yes, sir. Yeah, that feels nice. I like this. Can't tell how big it is, but it's not bad. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Goodness gracious. Get in here. That, folks, is how you finish day number 2 on the swim bait. Wow, just an absolute brute on the Alabama rig, because why throw 1 swim bait when you could throw all 5? Well, what a beautiful way, like I said, to end day number 2 on the swim bait. See you, big girl. And while the Alabama rig was a ton of fun, let's head to day number 3. And on today's challenge, we are fishing with big top hooked swim baits. Now on Tackle Warehouse, you can find many different versions of top hooked soft plastic swim baits of various sizes, shapes, and colors. But the #1 lure I would say in all of bass fishing history in this category is the Huddleston. This bass catching beast was made famous by Butch Brown in California, catching absolute giants up to 20 pounds on a top hooked swim bait.
Yeah! Oh, God! Look at this one!
Now the 2 main top hook swim baits I'm gonna be throwing today are the 5-inch Buca Burrito. It is a 2.5 ounce, a big boy. This thing is a beast to throw. And so because of that, I have a 7.4 heavy, fast action rod with my Lew's Super Duty 300 reel and some 20-pound Seaguar and Vizex. This is a beefed up combo for a beefed up swim bait. And my other one is the Zaldangerous 5-inch top hooked line through swim bait. And what that means is that when the fish bites it, it can actually slide up the line, allowing you to have a much better landing ratio because the fish don't have a big heavy swim bait they can throw out of their mouths. You're basically just fighting that fish with the hook. Depending on how windy it is and how shallow I'm fishing, I'm gonna pick up either one of these. And the biggest thing about this category of baits is you wanna make the longest cast possible and you wanna retrieve it as slow as you possibly can. Just creeping that thing along the bottom, feeling every single rock and stick and piece of grass, because the biggest bass in your lake lives on the bottom. Woo! That's windy. But do not let the wind scare you off. It is usually your friend, especially with baits like this. It makes the bass a whole lot more active and a lot less weary. They're more than likely to eat a lot closer to you than if it was slick calm. Oh, that's not good. There we go. A few pops and she came off, but I thought I had a big one. Gave that fish a swing. I'm trying to keep this thing as parallel to the bank as possible, maybe just slightly off at an angle to hit multiple depth zones as I retrieve it back to me. But one thing that is super crucial about fishing with big top hook swim baits like this is finding out, is it the parallel cast in 2 foot, in 4 foot, or in 6 foot? And so far today with 0 bites, I have no clue what depth zone they're in or if they're even gonna bite today. God, that was a bite. Holy smokes, was that a stinking, I can't speak. That was not a non-fish, because rocks don't do that to you. Oh no, no, thank you. No, again? There was a crazy lunatic in a kayak out here today. Thanks, man. I need the wind to blow harder. I'm just kidding. Yeah, you caught any? No, I just got here. All right, let's turn around and go back shallow. Just kidding. Admit it though, I got you good. Oh man, what a tough day. I figured something would bite, but like I mentioned, it is swim bait fishing. It is low percentage, high risk, high reward, and today I was not rewarded with a big bass. But it's okay, because we have 2 more days in this challenge, so I say we get off of this ugly, windy lake and get to a better looking one for day number 4. Now for day number 4, I wanted to fish a soft plastic swim bait that I feel like most people don't cover, and that is the soft glide category. Even though I've been bass fishing over 15 years, the glide bait category still scares me, still intimidates me. It is a high risk, high reward thing, but as soon as I found out about this swim bait specifically, the G-Flag Gill 150, I was not scared anymore. Because even though, yes, this is a glide bait, it is a soft 5, maybe 6-inch glide bait that just looks so good in the water, as you're gonna see here in a second. And I think the best time to throw this category of lure is around the spawn to post-spawn, when those fish are on beds, close to being on beds, or protecting their newly hatched fry, and they don't want a bluegill getting in their area, eating their offspring. Well, enough talking, let's get this thing in the water and catch some bass. So before I get started fishing, I've got to talk about why the G-Flag is so special in the water, and I feel like all it takes is one cast and a drone angle to show you just how good this bait swims. I mean, look at that action with a very slow crank, occasionally giving it a pop, 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 pop. It just swims left and right, left and right. And the chopping action is even better. I've never seen one that looks quite like it in the water, and hopefully I'm gonna show you all how to catch them on it today for day number 4. This kind of retrieve right here, oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, a big one just knocked it sideways. Man, it's like you get one shot at these fish the first time they ever see it, and if you missed them, you don't get them again. And every once in a while I'm gonna get some goobly gook on there. He's not gonna bite the swim bait. I had one shot at him. Seems like the furthest cast I make with this thing, oh god, oh my gosh, no, came up and ate it right off the bed. Further cast I make with this thing, the further it sinks as I retrieve. It kind of dives a little bit, which oh my gosh, there's one, big one, yes sir. Come on, on the soft glide. Oh my goodness, I think I don't even have him in the mouth. He just took an absolute swipe at it, and I got him hooked. Get in here. Yes sir, nice. Got ourselves 2.5 pounder on the G-Flag, baby. Beautiful black spot there, black spot there. Got some matching ones on the other side. Super cool. That was sick. That was sick. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Oh my gosh, oh no. He followed and ate it, and he got missed, or I missed him, whatever, I can't speak. That is so cool to watch these fish in the water chase after this thing and just munch it. I wish they were 4 pounds bigger though. I spooked him, dang it. Oh, but I got a big one. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. No way. Come on, this thing is just so, oh, he is swimming my direction. So lifelike that these fish are like, oh, bluegill, gotta eat it. Gotta eat it, yes sir. Oh my goodness, you could tell he was trying to just get it out of the area, and I got him with a treble hook in the bottom lip. Chunky, thank you friend. Long casts over shallow flats and shallow cover with this bait, just giving it that little slow swim or a slow chop. Man, what a good way to catch a few bonus fish. Because I mean, if I got up close to those fish, they're probably not eating. Got to make a long cast at him. Yeet! Oh, eat it. Oh, he headshotted it. That's crazy that the fish won't actually get the hook in their mouth. It's almost like I need like a tiny stinger hook right there on the nose. I should try that. Got him, yes sir. Oh my gosh, do not get off. What a beautiful fish. What a beautiful bass. Get in here, yes. Oh, look at the black spots he's got on it. That is absolutely gorgeous. The back of the tail, the whole bottom fin, and he got that soft glide side of the mouth. I just had to wait for him to get in the right position, slow, and then speed it up, and he could not handle it. What a beautiful fish. Thank you, buddy. I have figured out these fish, and this is so dang fun. So with one more cast over the area we started on, hopefully we can, oh my gosh, I had one. No way, I swear to you, that was the first time I said that. Can't help but think what a dang fun day that was. As always, my tackle is linked down below. If there's any G flags left on Tackle Warehouse, they'll be there for you guys to pick up. We'll see you guys at the end of this 5-day swim bait journey at day number 5. Well, folks, we have reached day number 5 here in the 5 days of swim bait challenge, and today I'm fishing with a little famous swim bait that I've actually never fished before, and that is the 3.5-inch Citizen Micro by Working Class Zero. Now, because this swim bait rig is relatively light, I could throw it on a spinning rod or a bait caster or go somewhere in between. So I've got the closest thing to a BFS Lose Makes. It is the Mach 1 shallow spool with the highest quality 12-pound fluorocarbon I could find, and I think this thing is gonna cast like a dream. Yes, it does. And as I walk and retrieve this thing, it honestly feels like a micro vibrating jig. That's how much vibration is given off by the squared off paddle tail you see on the screen right here. No way, holy cow. I had one, my second cast. I'm not kidding y'all, for a 3.5-inch paddle tail, this thing kicks. And with this pond today having a good amount of threadfin shad in it, I'm not sure if there's a better baitfish imitator this time of year than this little setup right here. And I really think a speed of retrieve just like this is the best to keep the bait down in the water column, as well as keeping that tail thumping. Gosh, the threadfin, look at that, they're going crazy. The fact that I haven't caught a bass yet is shocking. Last cast here, and then we're gonna head to some good, productive stretches. Gosh, I am so shocked, y'all, that I haven't caught one yet, which makes me think I got to this pond too late, because they love a good morning bite here, and the sun kinda already up. Quack, 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 quack. Oh my gosh, oh no, no! I was making duck noises, and I was in the worst possible hook set position ever. Walking this way with my rod tipped down, darn it. What a doofus. And I'm talking me, not the fish. God, there it was, holy cow. And you know what, if I'm throwing the same swim bait I was throwing day 1, the top hook, I probably catch both of those fish. But I wanted my day 5 swim bait to be a paddle tail that had some weedless features to it. Even, of course, if that comes at the expense of your hookup ratio. Oh my gosh, had another one. Goodness. I mean, this bait is not that big, and as soon as they bite down on it, it exposes that hook right there. So I think these fish are just tiny. Well, sadly, no fish here on the Citizen Micro, but I have one more pond. We're not giving up that easily. And I think this pond gives me a little more stuff to fish. Now, it does have a lot more snodgrass, but also some real aquatic vegetation. And with how good this thing looks in the water, man, I'd be shocked if I didn't catch one here. There, come on, there we go, yes sir. Get to the bank, my friend, yes, come on. You are not a giant, but I'm so glad to have you, and thank you for eating the Micro Citizen on day number 5. Let's go. All right, that felt better. And it's kind of funny, all I had to do was take a weedless, flashy swimmer swim bait and put it in a situation where it needs to be weedless, AKA grass like this in clear water, and the fish ate it. Goodness, that was so cool. That's a big one, that's a big one. I watched him come off the grass edge to eat that. Oh, and he's got me stuck. Get out of there, get out of there. Oh, what an aggressive fish, get in here. A very skinny boy, but look at that swim bait down the hatch. All it took was finding some fish that were aggressive and big enough, and this swim bait definitely catches them. Super cool. Thank you, skinny guy. Now, what I just did with the swim bait and the cast I made, I feel like is worth talking about. So I got to this section here. You'll see from the drone shot, I noticed the grass edge got pretty sharp right here where it drops off from probably 2 foot to 4 foot. And so I made the most parallel cast I could, down the grass edge, let it sink for 1 to 2 seconds, and then slowly started my retrieve parallel, like I said, with that grass edge. And I saw the fish shoot out of the grass edge to eat my swim bait. Obviously, he was using that edge as an ambush point. So anytime you can make a parallel cast down a good stretch of shallow bank, I'm talking grass edge, maybe a good line of bushes or the side of a dock, make sure you do it, because that can keep your bait in the strike zone for the longest period of time possible. And the more casts like that you can make, the better your chances are of catching more fish throughout the day. And seeing how aggressive they are in this pond, I don't think we're done yet. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yes, sir. Biggest one of the day. Come on, get in here. Please don't get off. I need to finish the episode. Yes. A nice long 2.5 pounder on the Citizen Micro to finish our 5 days of swim bait. Thank you, beautiful one. And let me tell you, folks, that was a fun 5-day journey.